Hey everyone, this is just a video for our Whitehills beach trip that we took on the weekend just gone. I want to thank everyone that came down. So here's most of the cars before we set off. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming down. That was fantastic, a great turnout. And also I think this is one of the first videos I put up since, or at least first video. Yeah, first videos. I think the Tide Fighter beat me, but the first video I've had a chance to thank everyone since we've hit 1,000 membership on our Facebook group, and hopefully the YouTube channel that this corresponds with continues to see some progress as it does already, of some of our trips and more, especially with some. We're doing some collaboration work with one of our other YouTube channels that I'll link in the description. Pretty sure it's called the Mighty Jimmy. He does some great camera work. He posted in our group recently, but I'll link that in the description because you check it out, because he went to Sandy Cape and it was beautiful, and loved some of the work he did there. So we're going to do some stuff together in upcoming trips, which will be fantastic. Test each other's cars out perhaps and see what he thinks of mine, and also going to do a few things that might be a bit fun. Anyway, we're going along Whitehills Beach. It's one of the busiest times I've seen it. Also, the top line was super rutted. This is at low tide, sorry, can't speak. So I like to be down trying to make my own sort of a track, particularly because I know this beach quite well. I know the sections that are worse where you need to move, and I hate the fact that it ruts out, and we do get a lot of problem with people at the beach who don't drive sensibly and will cut up the beach something cruel. So I'm gonna really make it for a very unpleasant forward driving trip. As you can see with the camera just bouncing around, you can see just here, there's just a small group off to my right there. That's just an example of some of the amount of people that were on this beach. It was just phenomenal amount of people ripping past, but also ripping past really fast along this top line here, which was crazy considering the amount of people that would either be in the dunes, like either parked up for the view and then walk down for fishing. So pretty dangerous stuff. So whenever you're forward driving, just take those sort of things into account. Slow down, especially around other cars that are parked and fishing and stuff. And just think about those sorts of things. But yeah, I hate it when they rip it up because it's just terrible for driving on. This is where we decided to set up. Really nice flat spot, nice spread out, beautiful view of the beach. It's quite calm at the moment, barely any waves, but it does pick up later in the afternoon. We get a bit of chop, but unfortunately didn't get the accompanying of fish with it. Some of the group members coming past, and we all sort of set up here for a time period to have a crack. So these are some of the photos thanks to some of the members from the group. So I appreciate you guys for letting me use those in this video, especially for the ones for this and the drones. So thank you very much. Great to have extra stuff, because I forgot to take some because I got involved in a lot of things. You see a lot of them set up, doing some fishing, relaxing, and this is what it's all about, getting out and enjoying the outdoors, regardless of whether you get anything to catch. I enjoy it. And I enjoy the great company, so I appreciate the fact that everyone comes down, and the fact that we're all such, everyone that comes down is great, and really nice to talk to and get experience from, even if it's just something simple. It's really good to be able to see everyone's setups and way that they do things, discuss stuff, and gives you ideas as well. Because just seeing one way of things isn't always the best. So that's me just having a crack at casting now. I was mostly interested because there was still a strong breeze coming in, so it's making it pretty hard to cast out. Had my little burley bucket there with the weight in it. Still didn't keep it. I was trying to keep it just beyond those rocks there, just stuck behind those to try and encourage the fish to come in a bit closer, but kept washing in, which is kind of annoying. My son did a good job of trying to keep throwing it out. We got more soaked as a result. So, but that's I think you see actually here, not long I cast a few times and then I get a big massive hit at one of the stages. You see how beautiful the ocean looks here. It's great. We didn't fish further down because that was all a lot of stones and reefs, and there's sand this side, so less chance of getting a snag. I think it's on this cast or shortly after in the next shot. You'll see the rod bed really quickly when it gets smashed really hard. I think it's this video. Yeah, watch the rod. Yeah, bang. You can see the big bend in that rod, and then she just let go. So I was a bit annoyed about that because I really felt that bite. So, but hey, things happen, and they kept nibbling away every now and again, and but nothing happened from that. And we unfortunately didn't catch anything. We just mainly fed the fish instead. But hey, that's part of it. It's about that. And sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. But I enjoyed the company of everybody that was out there and having a chat with everybody that comes out. So you can see all the cars set up. Love the awning from one of the lads there. That's fantastic. Actually makes me think I'm going to go and get something like that because it's great. And yeah, and that's a view down the beach towards the other cars. So we had a fair distance between both sides, so that's great. I like it when we can spread out evenly. We did try and drive down further to find another spots, but got pretty late and pretty much everything was pretty taken. So now this is back later in the day. I cut out a lot of footage. This is later in the day. I came back for when we went behind the dunes later in the evening for later at night. After I came back from escorting someone out that wasn't hanging around. And there was a couple of big hills here. One's to the very left of the screen right now, and then one's to the very right of the screen right now, that the guys had a crack at getting up before I got there. I wish I was able to video that. It would have been fantastic to watch because it was great to try myself. And I think it was, I'm going to say this patrol. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a patrol. I go up the track here that's pretty much directly, well now it's to the left of this, very left of this, directly in front of us now. I go up this one the first time, I only get halfway. And then I have another crack at it by changing into 4-low and going a little bit quicker. But there was a track to the right of that slightly that Des took me around that one and had the biggest, steepest drop off ever. That one actually made it up all the way to the top. This is the second one. This one was really ruddy. You can just sort of see in the camera work how bad some of those ruts were, which meant a lot of my tyres came off. So this is the second run I had at it where the tyre, I had the diff lockers on and it got me up almost to the very top. Still got beaten, just mildly, might I add, modestly. But thank you very much everyone for coming down and checking out the video. Thanks everyone for in the Facebook group, been loving it, and I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you again on our next trip. And that's it for us. Thank you.